Full name, and do you know when he was born?
46, I think. No. Yeah, actually, Rudy was born in 50, so he's born somewhere around 46, I think. Maybe 48. Mishawaka, South Bend, Indiana. What other questions do you have?
Okay, and how did they meet? Do you know?
No, but Rita, I think, gave up her virginity on Christmas.
On Christmas.
Well, I was
You
born,
actually know that?
I was born on August 18th. It might have been a
You're
week.
counting back.
I might have been a week or two early. Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I think she wouldn't abort me. Won't go there. Wasn't that common back in the 60s. All
It
liberal
was plenty
shit.
common, you just didn't talk about it.
Well, no, back then you needed a coat hanger. Bad joke. I love that you're laughing. Him, not you.
Your son is cringing.
Actually, you want a real moment about my dad? Yes. We lived on Adams Street until...
South Bend.
Exactly. Until my great-grandfather died. And after that, they sold the house and they moved to Osmo Place, 335 Osmo Place.
Your mom's side of the family, you mean?
Yes. Watch you, wow.
I just remember the address.
I'm good with numbers.
Okay.
Hence IT. So if we're doing the
Okay,
documentary...
you're off subject here.
So, earliest memory I have that I didn't realize at the time is back in 1975, my grandmother, after the suicide of her son...
Richard.
Yep. Richard Zach. Never left the house, and it was really weird. We all decided to go out, and just when I came back, I think they were all surprised because there was a fishing pole in the back area. My grandmother grew these plants, most of them from Florida, because they...
In the house.
What? In the house, yeah. Basically, they gave my dad permission to see my room and all that, and he left me a present. And
But when you weren't allowed to be there.
And they explained that Santa forgot a Christmas gift for me.
You didn't even say it was from him?
Well, I learned this after the fact, and at the time I learned it after the fact, and...
How old are you now?
5-ish, 6. My dad never actually knew that I didn't like fishing, and we suck at fishing. And so that was one of the first encounters. In and out, he was in jail. Probably saw him a few times, around 8 or 7. Most memorable experience is, do you guys know the astronomy book that I have upstairs, The Black One
Yes.
and such?
Mm-hmm.
I saw him on December 11th, 1981, when my mom decided to change her name to Buck from Michkowski. B-U-C-K, they shorten it, yada yada, which back in the day, my grandfather and grandmother had Zachewski, and they shortened it to Zach, so it wasn't that uncommon, but he protested. And the judge actually told me to go spend some time with my dad. And unbeknownst to me, my dad brought me that book and said something to the effect of, may your path be guided by the stars and such. He wrote an inscription in it. So 1981, December 11th was the last time, or the major time I saw my dad. And he was great for like 2 or 3 years. And if we don't show this to Rita, I will share something with you all.
We won't.
Rita kept my dad away from me. I remember the phone calls, I remember. And when he had to work, which I get that he didn't show up for a court-ordered visit or some shit like that, he wasn't there and Rita blamed him. I didn't realize he had to work, so... He was a good guy overall, just a little confused, like me sometimes, and that's pretty much it. And then you kind of know the rest of the story when I got the call about my dad dying from Terry. And,
So you might want to tell Ronan what happened.
What? Arizona. My dad reportedly killed himself with a shotgun.
Yeah, I heard that.
Well, he knows. But Uncle Terry thought it was a conspiracy theory because he did it with his right hand. He was left-handed. I'm like, seriously? It's a shotgun to the head. You know, are we? So Terry thinks he was murdered,
It
and
was like maybe a trailer in the middle of the desert. We drove through there once.
yeah,
and there's nothing
we actually
there.
stopped. It's near the Four Corners, I think, or is it? Anyway, so
Wow.
yeah, it's my dad. But I also remember building rockets with him. That was probably one of the best memories I had. He was incredibly smart, scientific. Was an engineer, like the machine shop thing, and you know the cannons that we have around the house, sort of.
Yeah.
He did all those by
Design them.
no
create
specs,
them.
Wow.
no internet, no nothing.
And they work.
So
They fired them together.
oh yeah, so,
Forgot you
seriously.
fired them.
Yeah, I remember one time there's a valley. Yeah, he blew the cannon off. Holy crap! Neighbors came out from down below the valley. This lady was bitching about her dog. Like, holy crap!
Oh my god.
Yeah. So he was a fun guy. So He- gave me a lot of attributes that are cursed and blessed. So
Is there
addiction.
anything you'd want to say to him that you never got a chance?
Nah, I can't get both.
Honestly, I'd like to have a beer with you.
My wife won't let me. Or you.
So, yeah. Oh, in fact, the other book I have, really old, covers written off, the poetry book. He stole that from South Bend Library. So, at some
He
point,
didn't necessarily steal it. He just never got around to returning it.
He stole it.
is that the fucking excuse? Sorry, is that the excuse we're using? He stole it. And I never really got the Civil, and he was big into the Civil War, obviously. So it was a Civil War poetry book. So, yeah.
I don't remember this book. We'll have to look at it.
Yeah, I want to see
Civil
this
War
book.
poetry book.
I mean, just poetry. It was like, I mean, you're an English major. It was like the 1800s, like
Amy the Era,
Thoreau and
Henry David Thoreau.
yeah. So
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you, honey. You can stop it.